district. The move is being seen as an aggressive counter to the BJP's dare to Akhilesh to fight the elections.
Samajwadi Party chief and Yogi Adityanath's challenger number 1, Akhilesh Yadav, has stepped into the battlefield. The former UP chief minister's entry into poll fray raises the stakes in what is already a make or break fight for him. Akhilesh will contest from the Karhal seat in Mainpuri. Mainpuri has played a significant role in sending SP patron Mulayam Singh Yadav to parliament. The Karhal constituency is a Yadav stronghold in western UP, where SP has won 7 times since 1993. In 2017, the party had a sweeping win with 50% votes. With polling set to be held in the 3rd phase, Akhilesh will also get ample time to campaign. Akhilesh's entry into UP Dangal has energized SP workers.
माननीय राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जनाब अखिलेश यादव जी के विधानसभा चुनाव लड़ने के लिए आजमगढ़, कन्नौज, मैनपुरी से लेकर के अलग अलग सभी जिलों में कार्यकर्ताओं की बड़े स्तर पर मांग रही है। इसको देखते हुए माननीय अखिलेश यादव जी मैनपुरी के करहल विधानसभा से चुनाव लड़ेंगे।
The BJP is unfazed by Akhilesh's candidature from Karhal.
अखिलेश यादव जी उत्तर प्रदेश की किसी भी विधानसभा से जहां से वो चुनाव लड़ना चाहे लड़ सकते हैं। मैनपुरी में भी उनकी हालत पतली है, हम उनकी साइकिल को करहल में ही पंचर कर देंगे। वो एक्सप्रेसवे चढ़ नहीं पाएंगे जिस एक्सप्रेसवे से उनको घर से लखनऊ आने का रास्ता मिलता है। लखनऊ की दूरी करहल से बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगी।
The BJP is taunting the SP chief for fighting from a safe seat, claiming that he has done no real work and hence the fear of fighting from an urban seat. Akhilesh, and for that matter, most UP CMs in recent times have opted to be nominated to the Legislative Council instead of fighting assembly polls. So, what changed this time? Contesting elections sends a message to the cadre that the Akhilesh is in control and means business. Going down without a fight can demoralize party workers. Akhilesh also acts as a counter force to Yogi Adityanath, who recently joined poll fray and even dared the SP chief to contest. Party is also seeking to retain its stronghold constituencies, more so after rumours of divide in the Yadav family. The Yadav Parivar's Choti Bahu recently walked over to the saffron side. With political heavyweights stepping into the ring, will it build pressure on other bigwigs like Priyanka Gandhi and Mayawati to contest? Bureau Report, India Today.
Uttar Pradesh is also set to witness high-octane drama in the upcoming elections. Bhim Army Chief Chandrasekhar Azad will contest from Gorakhpur Sadar against Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. The Dalit leader will be taking on Yogi Adityanath, who is and has been a 5-time Member of Parliament from Gorakhpur. Both Azad and Yogi Adityanath will be contesting assembly polls for the very first time. Here's more on that.
A mega face-off is on the cards. Gorakhpur Sadar will be arena for a fierce bout. BJP heavyweight and UP CM Yogi Adityanath is being challenged on his home turf. The fighter on the other corner is Bhim Army Chief Chandrasekhar Azad Ravan. On Thursday, the Azad Samaj Party formally announced the Dalit leader's candidature from the constituency.
जब ये चुनाव की प्रक्रिया चली थी तो पार्टी ने मुझसे पूछा था और मैं लगातार कह रहा था कि अगर चुनाव पार्टी मुझे लड़ाएगी तो मैं आवेदन दूंगा जहां मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ लड़ेंगे। और मैं समझता हूं कि पिछले 5 साल जो है सड़कों पे उनके खिलाफ अगर कोई लड़ा है, इस तानाशाही, भ्रष्टाचारी, निकम्मी, गूंगी बहरी सरकार के खिलाफ अगर कोई लड़ा है तो वो चंद्रशेखर आजाद है।
The Dalit leader is a vocal critic of Yogi Adityanath. Interestingly, Azad and his party have no base in Gorakhpur or eastern UP. The seat is currently held by BJP.
ये बहुत ही सुंदर ये गोरखपुर के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी बात हो गई और एक ऐतिहासिक जीत की ओर हम लोग जाएंगे।
Adityanath, who didn't seek election to the assembly when he became CM, has been fielded this time by the BJP. Gorakhpur is the electoral karmabhumi of Adityanath. He had been MP from Gorakhpur Lok Sabha seat since 1998 before he became the CM in 2017. While the BJP would expect a knockout in Yogi Adityanath's favour in Gorakhpur Sadar, Azad will do all he can to take the fight to the saffron corner. Bureau Report, India Today.
All is not well within Goa BJP as former Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar's son Utpal Parrikar remains defiant for fighting from the Panji constituency held by his father for over 2 decades. Yesterday, Amit Shah and JP Nadu spoke to Utpal in a bid to convince him for contesting from some other seat. Sources tell India Today that Utpal has been told that the BJP would establish him in Goa over the next 5 years even if he loses from any other constituency. The BJP has given him Bicholim and St. Andre seats as options to choose from. Meanwhile, Aam Aadmi Party National Convener and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal invited Utpal to join the party while asking him to fight on an AAP ticket. Kejriwal in a tweet said, Goans feel very sad that the BJP has adopted a use and throw policy even with the Parrikar family. Now this after Utpal did not make it to the BJP's first list of candidates ahead of the elections. In fact, controversy erupts over the Panji seat in Goa. Former Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar's son Utpal, who was keen on fighting from the constituency, was denied a ticket by the BJP from that very specific seat of Panji. Meanwhile, Arvind Kejriwal has invited Utpal to join the Aam Aadmi Party. Here's the report.
Anger is brewing in the BJP over ticket distribution in Goa. The party has denied ticket to late Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar's son, Utpal Parrikar. Utpal Parrikar was keen on contesting from the Punjab seat, but his party gave the ticket to Babush Montserrat instead. Montserrat, a minister in the present government, had joined the BJP from the Congress in 2019. While the BJP may offer another seat to Utpal Parrikar later, he remains firm on contesting from Punjab.
उत्पल पर्रिकर या पर्रिकर जी का परिवार ये हमारा परिवार है, ये हमारे सारे करीबी लोग हैं। हमने उत्पल पर्रिकर को 2 और ऑप्शन दिए थे कि जहां से वो लड़ सकते हैं। उसमें से एक तो उन्होंने पहले ही मना कर दिया था, दूसरे के बारे में भी उनसे चर्चा चल रही है और हम सबको लगता है कि उन्होंने मानना चाहिए।
Utpal Parrikar is now getting offers from the opposition parties. Arvind Kejriwal has extended an open invitation to Parrikar Jr. to join the Aam Aadmi Party. The Shiv Sena says it will support Utpal Parrikar in Punjab seat if he chooses to contest as an independent candidate.
जिस मनोहर पर्रिकर ने अपने कैरेक्टर से गोवा के नहीं जो देश के भाजपा को एक कैरेक्टर दिया, ऐसे व्यक्ति के मृत्यु के बाद उसके फैमिली के बारे में मैं जो सुन रहा हूँ, मैं जो पढ़ रहा हूँ, जिस तरह की भाषा का इस्तेमाल हो रहा है, तो मुझे लगता है कि ये गिरने वाली ही चीज़ है। उनका सम्मान रहना चाहिए, चाहे आप भाजपा को उम्मीदवार उसको बनाए या न बनाए, लेकिन पर्रिकर का सम्मान गोवा में रहना चाहिए।
Manohar Parrikar was the BJP's first chief minister in the state. He was the party's tallest leader in Goa. Now, dissidence over denial of ticket to Parrikar's son threatens to affect the BJP's prospects. Bureau Report, India Today.
Just 2 kilometers away from Amritsar, a village that is still battling the chronic drug menace, a village where heroin, opium are commonly used drugs. Families mourn the loss of their loved ones due to the drug menace. Here's a report.
A sordid underbelly. A packed neighborhood of some 20,000 residents. Barely 2 kilometers from the center of Amritsar city.
This is Makbulpura, a settlement notoriously known as a village of widows and orphans, because many households here have lost their dear ones to drugs at some point in time.
Sitting MLA and Punjab Congress Chief Navjot Singh Sidhu has been fiercely vocal about drugs and drug trade in Punjab. He has even held his own party's government to account over the issue.
ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ, ਜੇ ਇਹ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਨਾ ਖੋਲੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਨਵਜੋਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਆਪਣੀ ਦੇਹੀ ਦਾ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਲਾਉ, ਮਰਨ ਵਰਤ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਜਾਓ ਜਾਓ, ਕਹਤਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ.
That said, Sidhu's own backyard, Maqbulpura, doesn't appear to have emerged from the agony that addiction has inflicted on its residents. 28-year-old Ajay Singh has been taking drugs since he was a teen. Nothing has changed in Maqbulpura, he says. This dump yard of used syringes and needles testifies to addiction.
ਛੋਟੇ ਮੋਟੇ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਥਾਣੇ 'ਚ ਆਉਣ ਜਾਣ ਆ, ਉਹ ਸੈਟਿੰਗ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੀ. ਹੁਣ ਨਵਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਅਫਸਰ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਥੋੜੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵਾ. ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਨਵੇਂ ਅਫਸਰ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿ ਖਲੋ ਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਮਿਲੀ ਭੁਗਤ ਨਾਲ, ਸਾਰਾ ਭੁਗਤ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜੀ. ਪੁਲਿਸ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰ ਹੈ ਇਹਦੀ ਪੂਰੀ ਗੱਲ. ਪੁਲਿਸ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਆ, ਪੈਸਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੈਟਿੰਗ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਕੰਮ.
Her son is a pickup driver. One of the 3 siblings, he would not only spend his own earnings, but would take anything from home he could sell to buy drugs.
ਨਸ਼ਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਜੀ, ਬਹੁਤਾ ਉਹ ਕਰਦਾ ਜੇ, ਤੇ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਤੇ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੇ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਹੀ ਆ, ਹੱਡੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਮੋਟੀਆਂ. ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਦੱਸੀਏ, ਜਿਉਂ ਸਵੇ ਤੋਂ ਜਾਣਾ.
ਕੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਵੈਸੇ ਮੁੰਡਾ?
ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣ ਡਈ ਵੀ ਨਸ਼ੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਜੀ.
It's the same story with Kulvinder Kaur. Her 21-year-old son had to be hospitalized after he took an overdose.
ਦੇ ਤਾਰ ਕੇ ਗਏ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅਗੜੀ ਵੱਲ ਤੇ 2 ਜਣੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਨੀਲਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਿਆ, ਕੋਈ ਹੋਸ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ. ਇੱਥੇ ਜੋਸਨ ਦੇ ਲੈ ਗਏ ਆ, ਜੋਸਨ ਦਾਖਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ 5000 ਰੁਪਇਆ ਜਮ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਾਓ. ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਪੈਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, 150 ਰੁਪਇਆ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ. ਉਹ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਨੱਠ ਭੱਜ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੀ ਜਾਨ ਬਚਾਈ. ਇਹਨੂੰ ਉਹਨੇ 1.5 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਇਆ ਮੰਗਿਆ ਜੋਸਨ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਸ਼ੀਨ ਚਲਾਉਣਾ ਰਾਤ. ਫਿਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਨੱਠ ਭੱਜ ਕਰਕੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਜਮ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਾਏ ਉੱਥੇ, ਦੇ ਪਾਪਾ ਘਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੇ. ਫਿਰ ਇਹਦੀ ਜਾਨ ਬਚੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਕੱਢਿਆ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਡਾਕਟਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਅੰਦਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹਨੇ ਇਹ ਦੂਜਾ ਮਾਰਾ ਟੀਕਾ ਲਾਇਆ ਇਹਨੇ.
Studies have recorded a high magnitude of opioid use in Punjab. Heroin is the most common opioid drug, followed by opium and poppy husk called bhukki, and the rest use a variety of pharmaceutical sedatives. All government hospitals at district levels and various NGOs offer free treatment and rehab programs for addicts. Yet the problem persists. Smuggling of drug consignments from Pakistan in India through border villages is believed to be aided by powerful mafia locally.
Drugs, like last elections, is being repeatedly referred to in these elections as well by almost all political parties and politicians. But the rhetoric seems stronger than the political will to deal with the scourge. With camera person Dalveer Singh, this is Harmeet Shah Singh from Maqbulpura in Amritsar for India Today.
Shifting focus, a student in Tamil Nadu died by suicide over alleged forced conversion attempt. Lavanya, a class 12 student from Tanjavur, ended her life after consuming pesticide given to her by a warden in the boarding house named St. Michael's Girls' home. A video surfaced in which Lavanya alleged that she was forced to clean all the rooms in the hostel by the warden and was constantly scolded. Lavanya has also alleged that she was even forced to take up Christianity. She was taken to Thanjavur Medical College Hospital after she was found in a distressed state. Not responding to the treatment, she lost the battle for life. Later, doctors informed the police she consumed pesticide, which was given to her by a warden for cleaning purposes. Meanwhile, warden Sakayamari has been arrested after complaint in the matter.
யார் கேட்டது பேரு ராக்கேல் மைக்கேல் மேரியா ராக்கேல் மேரி வேற என்ன சொன்னாங்க யார்கிட்ட கேட்டாங்க எப்ப கேட்டாங்க
2 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி
அப்ப மாறாதனால உனக்கு வந்து தொந்தரவு பண்ண சரி.
An explosive twist to BCCI chief Sourav Ganguly versus Virat Kohli showdown. Dada wanted to issue a show-cause notice to Kohli after his captaincy outburst in a press conference. According to sources, Ganguly was not happy with Kohli's remarks and wanted an explanation, but BCCI Secretary Jai Shah stepped in and recommended not sending a show-cause notice. Our next report tells you more.
जब T20 कैप्टनसी को छोड़ने की मैंने पहले बीसीसीआई से कम्युनिकेट किया, सबसे पहले मैंने बीसीसीआई को अप्रोच किया, उसको बहुत एक अच्छे तरीके से रिसीव किया गया. उसमें कोई ऑफेंस नहीं थी, उसमें कोई हेजिटेशन नहीं थी, उसमें मुझे ये नहीं कहा गया था कि आप T20 कैप्टनसी ना छोड़िए.
The meltdown within the Indian cricket's top ranks started with this one statement. Virat Kohli contradicting BCCI chief Sourav Ganguly's claim that he had asked Kohli to continue as T20 captain. India today has now got inside information that reveals every detail of Kohli-Ganguly face-off. According to sources, Ganguly wanted to send a show-cause notice to Kohli immediately after his statement. Sources say Ganguly wanted Kohli to explain his remarks, but BCCI Secretary Jai Shah stepped in. Sources say Shah advised Ganguly against sending show-cause notice. Insiders say such a notice, just as Indian cricket team was leaving for the tour of South Africa, would have sent a wrong message. It could have taken the focus away from the major tour. Kohli's remark made at a press conference triggered a chain reaction that ultimately ended his test and one-day captaincies. While Kohli was dropped as ODI skipper later, he announced his resignation from captaincy in the long-term format after India lost the South African Test Series. The showdown between the two titans has cast a shadow on Indian cricket. The wondrous task of mending fences and rebuilding trust now falls on the new team leadership of Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul and coach Rahul Dravid. Sports Bureau, India Today.
India Today's Mood of the Nation poll is back, and while the last time sports featured in our poll was back in February 2020 due to the pandemic, a lot has changed since then. Some familiar names, some new stars. Here's a list of India's top sports persons according to their fans.
Who are India's most popular sports persons? While cricketers continue their domination in India Today's Mood of the Nation poll, there are several new stars who have emerged in the past year. Former Indian captain Virat Kohli is still the biggest fan favourite, taking the top spot in the popularity index amongst male sportspersons. Coming in at a close second is another former Indian captain, MS Dhoni, who continues to hold a special place in the heart of Indian fans. Breaking cricket's hegemony is Olympic gold medalist Neeraj Chopra, who slots in at number 3 after his glorious performance at the Tokyo Olympics. At number 4 is Rohit Sharma, who has now taken the captain's mantle from Virat Kohli in limited overs cricket. Wrestler Bajrang Punia, who overcame injury troubles at the Tokyo Olympics to win India bronze, takes the 5th spot in India Today's poll. Amongst women, India's most successful female Olympian, PV Sindhu, takes the top spot yet again. Sindhu added to her silver from the Rio Olympics by winning a bronze at the Tokyo Games last year. Behind Sindhu is another Olympic medalist, weightlifter Mirabai Channu, who showed great grit and determination to win India their first medal in weightlifting in over 2 decades. Cricket is represented by Mithali Raj, who became the highest run scorer in women's international cricket. She's number 3 on India Today's Mood of the Nation poll. Sprinter Hima Das missed the Tokyo Olympics due to an injury but makes the cut in our polls. She's number 4 amongst the most popular female sportspersons in the country. And the final spot on the list goes to Assam's Lovlina Borgohain, after her prowess in the boxing ring won India a bronze medal at the Olympic Games. Sports Bureau, India Today.